Today we're going to be doing a speed test with the Tillotson 212 with the Stage 2 kit that he recently put on.
So for those who did not see the last video on this go-kart, I installed a Stage 2 kit, which includes a cam with much higher lift, duration, and overlap. Basically an aggressive cam, a thinner head gasket for raised compression, a flywheel with advanced ignition timing, a billet connecting rod, and a couple other parts to increase performance. So we're doing some tests in this video to see how much better it performs quantitatively. In the last video we just felt that it was faster via the butt dyno, but now we'll get some numbers and see how much faster it actually is.
Alright, time to beat is I think about 21 seconds. Alright. Okay, time started. Yeah, 21 seconds with the Stage 1 engine. Dang, he's coming fast. Seconds. That's way faster. We shaved 3 seconds. That's insane. Yeah, it's faster, all right. 18. Oh, I'm so sorry. This glare. 1871. I have 72. Of course, I maybe didn't start at the perfect time, but that was pretty good. That's crazy. So yeah, the acceleration is definitely faster. Next, we'll check the top speed. 1871.
What was it before?
Before it was 21 something. So we shaved 3 seconds. All right, hopefully you guys can see good. It's time to do the top speed run.
So unfortunately you can't see anything. I totally aimed the GoPro too high. Unfortunately I thought I aimed it low enough, but apparently not. But anyways, we're flooring it and the speed is rising. And then at some point the wind starts to blow the GoPro up even further. And at some point in here, probably right about there, we hit 50 miles an hour. You can't see it, but I have the screenshot to prove that it was the max top speed we hit. So the interesting thing is, during this top speed test, the max RPM we hit was about 6,700 RPM, which isn't terribly high. This cam in this engine is supposed to make power up to 7,500 and even rev up to 8,000. So I think this engine probably has more in it, but there might be a couple things that are holding us back, like the driver and driven pulleys aren't perfectly aligned, so that can cause the belt to have a little extra friction, and it's possible that our coil gap isn't quite big enough. I played around with the carburetor tuning a little bit and did a couple runs off camera, but this was the fastest out of all of them, so it's actually running pretty good. Alright, so it's a couple days later, but we have something to talk about. So, I do not know where to start with this exactly, so I guess I'll just start from what exactly happened. So, it was going good. The Go Kart, new stage kit in it. We did a top speed test. It did 50 miles an hour, and you just saw that, which is really cool. It did way faster than the acceleration test. I'm totally stoked about this engine. But there was an issue, an accident that occurred. It was the next day after I did that filming for the earlier part of this video. And I was just going to drive the go-kart, take it for a little drive on my own without filming or anything. And so I pulled it out here to start it up. But the previous day, what I had done that I forgot I did is I rerouted the throttle cable. Normally it comes out and over here and it's right in the way of the pull cord. So I routed it under the gas tank. And I was like, okay, this is great. It looks better. It's out of the way. But I didn't do something crucial that you have to do every time you mess with the throttle cable or the carburetor. And that's check that you have idle. And I didn't ride it on Friday anymore after I made that change. And so I just parked it, and the next morning, the next day, Saturday, I drove it, but I totally forgot about that I had made that throttle modification, and it did in fact not have idle. And the next thing you need to do is put this up against something when you start it for the first time while making a modification. Either that, or have someone in it so that way they can hit the brakes and kill the engine if it takes off. And I didn't do that either, for some dumb reason. Because I even talked about that in my previous video, about how doing that's important. It's always a good idea. Either have it up against something or have someone in there ready to hit the brakes.
Either have it up against something or have someone in there ready to hit the brakes.
And I think you might be able to see where this is going. I started it, and the engine immediately revved up. It probably had about a quarter throttle or less, so it wasn't like held wide open or anything, but still plenty enough to make this thing start taking off. So I had it parked right about here, facing that way. So it started taking off, and I tried to hold it back for some reason. And that thing's not very heavy. It's about 260 pounds without the rider, but still I'm not able to hold it back when it's driving off. You can even see the skid marks where I dug my feet in. And then right here, I dropped to my knee for some reason and started dragging me off. And it tore my leg up pretty bad. And then I couldn't stop it, so I let it go, and it went into our AC unit and broke our AC unit. Thing went flying, and it broke the front steering on the go-kart. This is all one big, completely dumb mistake that was avoidable. You can see here it bent our spindle where this connects to our tire rod. That's not supposed to be like that. I think the tire rod itself is probably a little bent too. And then it broke our rack and pinion steering, so, well, the steering wheel don't do nothing anymore. Because it broke this housing. If I can give you a better angle here. You can see, oh man, that's not supposed to be like that. Because this little plastic housing couldn't handle the sudden steering change that was made when it hit the AC unit. So it could have gone worse, but it's all could have been avoided by following basic safety protocol of, just checking you have idle and then starting it in a safe manner so it can't drive off. So let this be a lesson. Don't do what I do. It could have been worse, though. I could have got more seriously injured. It could have hit, like, my dad's car or something, and then, well, I'd be in a little bit more trouble if that happened. But thankfully it just pretty much took a lot of skin off my leg and didn't actually like break a bone or anything. I think I sprained my ankle as well because it was all swollen for a while and kind of the tendons hurt. If you're squeamish, you might want to look away. I'll show a picture of what it looks like, the injuries. It looks pretty bad. Thankfully, it's feeling quite a bit better. And if YouTube demonetizes me, that's okay. I don't care. My videos don't make any money anyways. So yeah, lessons were learned. Also, when it was driving off, what I should have done, there was one last chance of redemption, but I didn't take it because I didn't think about it. But the spark plug wire is right here. I couldn't reach the kill switch because I was holding on to this part, trying to keep it from going. But what I could have done is just pulled the plug wire. Probably with my other hand would have been easier. But that would have stopped it immediately, and it's right here, accessible. It even has this little thing to make it easy to pull on. So that's really what you want to do. If something's running away, a go-kart with a rear-mounted engine, pull the plug because it's right there. But yeah, it's very important to always check you have idle. So we're going to have to get that fixed because right now the go-kart's busted. I mean, the steering is pretty messed up. The alignment is quite a bit off. I mean, this one's a little bit this way and this one's, well, about straight. So it has quite a severe toe out right now. Or wait, no. Yeah, I think that's toe out. So we'll have to see what we can do. I think it's definitely fixable. Not that much is broken. But anyways, it's a kind of a sad ending to this video, but it's okay. We will fix it. My leg will heal. We will get the AC unit fixed, although it's an unfortunate time to have it break right in the middle of July when it's been like 90 degrees every day. At least we don't live in California, because that would be really bad. But anyways, I'm very pleased with this engine. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.